So do you remember that song at all?
No, I'd never heard it before.
That's because Sandra Home hadn't been born yet. But back in 1967, you couldn't escape it.
It's the 100th anniversary of Confederation.
It was Canada's centennial year, and people were celebrating all across the country. A committee of prominent Canadians had even formed something called the Centennial Commission to promote the festivities.
All the people involved in the hundreds of centennial celebrations are working to make 1967 Canada's proudest year.
It was the Federal Commission that spearheaded everything from Expo 67 to centennial coins. It also put together an advertising campaign, much of which Sandra found in her basement, left behind by the previous owner.
They were all supposed to be destroyed. I've got the letter right over here on this date. Would you therefore destroy all centennial commercials on hand?
Apparently, the previous owner chose not to do that.
And I'm so glad he didn't. This is such a find.
Sandra and her husband had to buy a record player, but when they put the needle down, they heard stories from Canadians.
This country gave me everything.
You just had to pack up and go like all the other millions of Jews all over the...
Narrator with an old-school voice ties it all together.
People who chose Canada have a special feeling for our centennial country.
And that's where this story takes another interesting twist. Sandra's husband, Kyle, an immigrant himself, became a Canadian this weekend.
I'm very emotional at the time when we did the oath and the anthem. Yeah, it was a special day, yeah.
And 50 years later, we're still rolling. Deborah Goebel, CBC News, Vancouver.